Hey guys, this is Patricia Missakian from the Akashic Records Institute, and in this Wisdom Wednesday we're going to explore piercing the veils of illusion. As you know, this energy for this week, if you follow us on Monday, we open the energy for the week and we connect with the sacred crystal codes of truth. And the name for this video that we're going to explore here, we're going to go deeper into the aspects of truth, but also what is really truth, and what truth have you been believing is true and is actually an illusion. So I trust that this is going to support you where you are, and I invite you to dive deep here with me. So many times we create our own truth, and it's been so interesting because if you follow my story, I left my hometown. By the way, that's where I am. I'm in Rio de Janeiro now. If you've been following me for the last 2 weeks, I've been in a city called Bonito in Mato Grosso do Sul. Then I went to São Paulo last week, and now I finally arrived in my hometown, Rio de Janeiro. And for me, I remember like 21 years ago when I left my hometown to go explore another country, another culture, another lifestyle, to go explore who I was, like what I was made of. And I believe that my whole journey, it's been about that. It's been about understanding that whatever at the time, 21 years ago, whatever I thought was truth about myself, about who I was, and about what was possible or not possible then, that was then my truth. And I had to go through my own journey where I understood that so many of those truths that I thought was true was not even my stuff. So this week, as we are connecting with the energy of truth, I invite you to, contemplate that. What it is that you are, using as truth, as a statement of truth, and maybe it's what's holding you back, and maybe it's what needs to be challenged to a new possibility. And that's why the name of this video is Piercing the Veil of Illusion. So anytime that you tell yourself, I cannot do this because, and then, the next statement is, some sort of truth through your own eyes, I want you to challenge, what if that was not truth, right? Because what is really truth? We give meaning to things, we give interpretation to things, and not always is the truth. It's what we think is truth at that time. So, for example, I believed that, I had to work very hard when I left this country. I believed that things only would happen for me if I worked really hard, if I go beyond my boundaries, right? And my whole journey, it's about, growing my self-worth, growing my boundaries, and learning, what was there was really, really important for me and who I was. And I believe that that is always a new step to take about who you are. Every time that you expand, that you give yourself opportunities to learn about yourself. Every experience that comes into your life, if you let go of what you think is truth, and you open to, what if there is another way? What if there is another way to look at this? What if that was not truth? If you take that approach, you're going to open up to so many new things. So this week, I want to invite you to what it is that you've been telling yourself you can't because of that perceived truth. And then ask yourself, what if that was not truth, right? If you tell yourself, I'm doing this, I'm working for this company, but I don't like working for this company, and I really want to go out and create my own business. But, so many people tell you, you should keep your safe job, or, whatever it is, that's their truth. but it doesn't have to be yours, right? And my husband is such a beautiful example of that, like Mr. 90% selling more than 90% of Etsy sales. So I really believe that anything is possible. And if you've been accepting a truth that is not yours, it's time to let go of that. It's time to pierce this veil of illusion. Other example is a few years ago when I was in my first marriage, I thought that marriage was forever. If I married someone, that means I had to suck it up, even if that person is no longer in alignment with me. And that was my truth there. And I had to go through my own healing and my own journey to understand that no, I want to be happy and I want to find someone that fulfills me, like my husband today, and that's who I want to make a family with. So for me, it was really a pivotal moment when I let go of those old truths that worked for a little bit, but it wasn't no longer working for me. So, and then you create that life illusion that keeps you stuck, that keeps you locked out from fully experience yourself and the opportunities that are there for you. So, and then one last thing, when we open the energy for the week and we connect to the sacred crystal codes of truth, there was another point very important that holds the energy of this week. And the question is, what are the truths about yourself that you haven't expressed, that you haven't shared? So many people your story can heal. But when you were not able to fully tell your story, to fully tell your truth, you may continue attracting people that are not in alignment with who you truly are. And sometimes, even when you think it's scary to tell your story, to share your truth, until you don't do that, you're not going to fully experience what you're here to experience, and you're not going to fully touch the lives that you're meant to touch in this lifetime. So with that, I wish you an amazing week. So I'm gonna have a coconut, which is yummy, delicious. I just had to come here and have my coconut before I go back home. I just had to tie up some things, but I really want to make this video for you. So tomorrow on Thursday we have a Akashic clearing session where we are going to go deeper into clearing what is holding you back from telling your truth, from connecting to your truth, and what is here for you to unleash and finally peel the veil of illusion that may be holding you back. You're too beautiful, you have so many beautiful gifts, and I would love to support you this Thursday and clear what is ready to be cleared, so your true soul can shine and you really can experience the life that you're meant to live. So wishing you an amazing day. I want to invite you to absorb this amazing vibe. It's the end of the day here, so it's very beautiful, and we'll see you Thursday for the healing session, and then next Monday to open the next week. I love you. Mwah. See you soon.